Fake news. It's called fake news, and we solve a lot of problems.
Oh my God, Trump just tweeted, if you put your baby daddy on child support, that the baby daddy now gets all of the income tax. What? That Trump child support stuff, I made it up. I made it up 6 days ago. It's going viral. My video alone has 12 million on TikTok and 1 million on Instagram. But I was just making it up in my car because I said, have y'all heard Trump just passed? I said, I'm paraphrasing, but I said, Trump just tweeted that if you pay child support, the baby daddy get income tax. What? And I said that, and all of a sudden, it went wildfire. I'm seeing duplicates of the video, people using my sound, some people just creating their own narrative of it, but it's fake. He didn't pass nothing. It's a good conversation that everybody having, but it's fake. So I just want y'all to know I'm the original person that did that. I was playing around. Thank y'all for the conversation, the dialogue. You can go check it out, like I said, on my TikTok or on my Instagram. I pinned it, so it's like the top video. And people just tick off, so don't believe it. It's fake. Ha ha.
Hi, this is Shara with AE Tax and Financial Services, and I'm only answering this question because I've been asked. Did Trump pass a law saying that if a father is on child support, then the mother is not eligible to claim the child on their tax return? That is 100% false. As of right now, traditional IRS rules apply. Whoever kept the child the longest throughout the year should be claiming the child on their taxes. If you kept the child the same amount of time, then traditional IRS tiebreaker rules apply. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 810-768-3704.
So what exactly is Trump's new child support law? On January 17th of this year, there was a lot of conversation about this new law that Trump tweeted saying that if you put someone on child support, you now would not be able to also claim that child on your individual taxes. The issue, though, is that this rumor has been debunked. Even the original videos that were very hyped talking about this new law failed to include what the original tweet was, and there have been no such tweets found on Trump's official social media accounts. What we can expect to possibly happen, though, relates to how the child tax credit could apply come 2026. Under the Biden administration, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act allowed individual filers who earn up to $200,000 to receive the $2,000 child tax credit. If this law were to toll in 2026, so during Trump's administration, then that cap would be reduced all the way back down to $75,000. Really important, especially as we move into a new administration, to consider the sources from which you are getting information, especially legal information. Always double check, always fact check before you get too excited or concerned about what you hear online.
And single mothers, I don't know if y'all heard, but Trump finna let them baby daddies that's on child support, he finna let them claim them kids on their taxes. So if you got a baby daddy and they on child support, you might not be getting no tax check come next tax season. Messed up, ain't it? They said even if they owe child support, even if they not paying the child support, yeah, they can claim on their tax.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all have heard about this new law where if your baby daddy is on child support, you can't file taxes, but he can. Let me take my glasses off. While that may be somewhat true, how he gonna get the social security numbers? How he gonna get that? Goofy.
Now, I haven't been able to find this, but if you can find this, please let me know. Not a link to somebody else, but the actual tweet. Have y'all seen it? The tweet supposedly says that Trump will be changing a law or doing something that will allow for, if a mother puts her child's father on child support, she can no longer claim him or her on their taxes. Have y'all seen that? Now, that's not my story and it really don't concern me, but I thought I'd ask, what's your opinion? Should that happen? What does that look like? Is that your story?
You know, I'm not a huge fan of our current president and his administration, but I wanted to come on here and reassure all of the single parents out there who are taking care of their children but are getting child support from your ex-spouse or your baby mama or baby daddy. There are angry parents right now saying that Trump signed a bill saying that whoever is paying the child support will get to claim the child on the tax return, which is completely false. It has been debunked. This came about with I think two male podcasters. They were talking about it, maybe the possibility or something. And then someone heard it, then someone ran with it. And then you know how that goes. It gets filtered through. So as of right now, Trump has not signed any bill or any executive order stating that whomever the person that is paying the child support, they are going to get to claim the child on their tax return. That has been debunked. So I just wanted to come on because I'm seeing a lot of really upset mothers on here because we know how difficult it is and how much we put our all into caring for our children, even though, they get child support from their ex-spouses. So if Trump does try to pass that, I don't think that it'll get passed. But as of right now, he did not sign an executive order for that.
So y'all, I really don't know what I can say no more. I've been seeing a lot of videos where people been talking about Agent Orange and they videos been getting took down. Then I went to look for the man who was letting us know what's going to happen tomorrow because I wanted to see if he had some more information. They done took all that man's videos down. I can't even find him. He was user something. And if anybody else know what I'm talking about, because I know y'all seen the stuff that I reposted and I shared, but I can't even find that man. But y'all, is it true that Agent Orange is going to pass a bill that if you sue your child's father, that you would not be able to file your taxes? He will, or she will, however it go. What are y'all thoughts about that? When you the parent that's been taking care of your child, and you probably had to make the sucker take care of the child, now you won't be able to file your taxes? Ain't no motherfucking way.
Typically, I would throw on some makeup before making a video, but if TikTok goes dark tomorrow, then might as well get it out as soon as possible. There is a pervasive rumor going around that Donald Trump said, ladies, if you put your baby daddy on child support, you will no longer be able to claim them for income tax purposes. Only he will. I'm Billy Tarasio, family law attorney. Okay, so first of all, I have not seen any evidence of this tweet. In all the videos that talk about the tweet, I have not seen a single screenshot of the tweet. I don't even know that it's real. Second, it's really irritating to me as a woman who pays child support that there is this pervasive rumor and assumption that only men pay child support. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's going to happen. It's certainly not something anybody should worry about. It is now tax season. Go file your taxes. in order to make changes to the tax code, major things would have to happen. The other thing that I want to address is this constant fight that people have over who gets to claim the child, because the IRS says whoever provides more support, like in terms of time, whoever spends more time taking care of the child gets to claim the child on taxes unless otherwise ordered by a court. Now, many times it is otherwise ordered by the court, and in Arizona, the child support order says who gets to claim the taxes, and that order reigns per the IRS code because of unless otherwise ordered by the court.
Trump child support tax mess. I will tell you what I think about it. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. As I explained to my daughter tonight, she was asking me about it. The best way I can explain it to her was, okay, you have parents that are not together anymore, but they had a child or more together. One of the parents has the child more than the other parent 60% of the time, and that other parent has that child 40% of the time. The parent who has the child the least amount of time would need to pay the child support to make the raising of that child more of a 50-50. But then that parent gets to claim that child every year on their taxes and to either get a write-off or get money in their pocket. Then all of a sudden, it's not 50-50. It's just not right. Child support makes it 50-50. And a lot of times, not even that. Give the benefit of the doubt. That's what it's doing. So then why? Like, how is that fair that that same parent gets the break, gets the money? No, at that point, the least he could have done was say, you two have to take turns. 1 year, she gets to claim the child, and the next year, he gets to claim the child. I just don't agree with it, not at all. I think it's wrong, and it's evident to me that Trump had to pay child support, and that's why he is doing this. I don't know. I could be way off. What are y'all's thoughts?
So who gets to claim the child on the taxes? Let's talk about it, because I've been getting tagged in all of the videos discussing this alleged proposal that Trump tweeted that basically said if you're the parent that is paying child support, that you will by default get to claim the child on the taxes every single year. And so let's preface this video by saying it is merely a tweet, it is merely a proposal, it is merely something that Trump may be seeking to introduce as he assumes the presidency. In other words, it is not current law. So let's talk about what is law. Right now, federal law says that the custodial parent that has the child the majority of the time throughout the year is the parent that gets to claim the child on the taxes every single year. What does that mean here in Texas if you have a court order that says you and your co-parent are going to take turns claiming the child on your taxes? So maybe y'all are going to alternate years. If he decides to claim the child on a year that is technically your year, it's not like the IRS is going to go reading your divorce decree and saying, you know what, you're right. Like, it was actually mom's year, but dad claimed. And so if anything, it's the IRS, right? You may have a contractual claim against him in civil court, but federal law is federal law, and federal law says that right now the primary parent gets to claim the child every single year. In other words, you know that I represent a lot of moms, and so it's not uncommon to see the mom be the primary parent, and sometimes they'll say, well, I want to claim the child every single year, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to stay silent as to that issue because federal law is already in your favor. Absent an agreement in your order, absent any other language in your order that says otherwise, primary parent gets to claim the child on their taxes every single year as of right now. That's not to say that Trump wouldn't be actually seeking to introduce this new proposal that says the parent paying child support would be the one to claim every single year. And so if this law actually does take into effect, consult with a lawyer near you, because there's a chance that even if it did take into effect, it would not supersede the contractual agreement that you have in your court order that says y'all are going to alternate years. If your order is silent as to, you know, who gets to claim the child on your taxes, then it could affect you. So always consult with an attorney. This is not legal advice. I just wanted to clear the air and say that this is not new law that has taken into effect. So everybody stop freaking out. I will post updates as the story develops.
Hey guys, so this is just clarifying. The rumor about the child support is not true. What a parent can get is CTC if they are providing child support payments, but they cannot claim EIC.
So let's talk about this. So if you get child support, you no longer could carry a child. First things first is, who saw the tweet? And did we even use Google when we said that again? You know, like when we heard that, did anybody Google it to see if it was fact? I'm just going to assume that no one did, because I literally Googled it. You know what's even crazier? The amount of tax preparers that actually reposted or talked about it. That's just crazy. There's no way possible that, and I don't want to say no way possible because things change, right? Things definitely, this is a crazy world we live in. But let's think about this. So even if the children's father or the children's mother, whoever is paying child support, did pay child support, there's still something called a residency test. And the IRS requires that the person you're carrying for 6 months or longer. Just because you pay child support does not mean that child stayed with you. Therefore, you cannot claim that child on your taxes. This is just I thought that was a little I don't want to say it's common sense, but I mean, I just thought that all of us knew that. I just don't know why people would run with such a foolish rumor. Yeah, and then again, show me the receipts. But as of now, moms and dads who receive child support, you don't have people are getting paid in child support is pennies and nickels. I see it all the time. So you don't have to worry. It's not true. You can still carry the child on your taxes. And even if he proposed it, it still had to be signed into law. So it's not like one of the first things that would happen on day one, which I think I saw a post say tomorrow what y'all gonna do when Trump is sworn into office, because you're not gonna be able to carry the child on your taxes no more. We gotta make it make sense. That's not true.
When it comes to child support, there's a concept that people who haven't been through the process have a really difficult time understanding. By the way, my name is Brian Packpour. I'm a California divorce lawyer, certified family law specialist. The concept that people have a hard time understanding is whoever claims the children on their taxes and your tax filing status is going to impact how much child support you either pay or receive, because child support starts with your gross income, figures out your net income, and then from there determines how much child support you pay or receive. Well, your net income is heavily impacted by your tax filing status and how many dependents you're claiming. So if you take the children and you pay child support, and you're taking the child tax exemptions, then you're naturally going to pay more for child support because you have more money in your pocket as a result of claiming the children. Similarly, if you are the one receiving child support and you claim the children on your taxes, you are going to receive less in child support because you are claiming the children on your taxes. You have more money in your pocket. You can do this the opposite way. You could have the child support payor claim the child taxes, and you are the one receiving support, and now you'll receive more support than you would have, but they'll get the child tax exemption. So you can work this all the way through. The important thing to remember is that what you decide to do in terms of the child tax exemptions and your tax filing status will impact the amount of child support that you receive or pay.
If you are paying child support, then you can ask the judge to have the custodial parent, which is the parent that the child lives with more than 50% of the time, to complete a Form 8332, allowing you to legally file that child on your taxes in alternating years. But that is only as a dependent and for the additional child tax credit. You cannot file as head of household and get the earned income credit. That is not legal. And if you are already doing that, or mothers or other parent, if the non-custodial parent is doing that, then you can request that the IRS have them to send that money to you by amending your taxes and let them know that the child lived with you. Or you can tell them moving forward, do not file for that earned income credit if the child is not with you more than 50% of the year. I hope this helps everybody. Be blessed and covered. Bye-bye.
So you're telling me that with Trump's new tax law, with child support, that my 6 kids that I pay child support on, that I don't see maybe 30 days out of the 365 days out of the year, because I am the one that pays child support, I'm the only one that can claim them kids? So is this a joke? Is this a joke? The new law, the new bill that Trump is trying to get passed is that if you are in a co-parenting relationship, whoever is paying the child support is the only parent that can claim those children on the taxes. So, if you are a parent that is taking your kid to school, taking your kid to soccer practice, to other appointments, but then there's the other parent that only sees them 5% of the time, but pays child support, that parent gets to claim. You don't. Somebody tell me this is a joke. Please, somebody. This can't be real.
If you're a single parent and you're about to file your taxes and you're scared about this child support stuff, let me give you a couple of reasons why it's never going to happen. Number one, the majority of tax returns are made up of the earned income credit and the child tax credit. And here are the qualifications for these credits that y'all are arguing about. Now, residency. The child has to live with you. Typically speaking, if someone is on child support, they are the non-custodial parent and the child does not live with you. 2, support. You have to be the person supporting more than 50% of the child's financial needs. Child support does not if you're on child support, you're not providing more than half the financial needs. Now, if they do happen to claim them illegally, you can still file your taxes with your dependent through the mail. And when the investigation comes back, that parent will have to pay back whatever money they got, and they won't be able to claim the earned income or the child tax credit for like 10 years. Problem solved.
Come here, baby daddies. Let me be serious with you for a minute. Even though y'all being mean to me in the comments. Let me show you tax law, because I need you to understand this is not my personal opinion. You can find this document yourself on irs.gov. It is called Publication 17. It is titled Your Federal Income Tax. Okay? According to tax law, there are 5 tests that you have to meet in order to have a qualifying child as a dependent. I know we hyper-focus on relationship, but these other tests must be met as well. Now, of course, our little baby ain't gonna be married, and yeah, the baby is younger than you, but it's these 2 tests. These are the ones that make you lose that claim. Residency is self-explanatory. So if you want to argue, you need to have that child in your house more than half the year, okay? That's why I made that statement, because according to the IRS, they have to be in your house more than half of the year. More nights at your house. Ask yourself, where's that child sleeping every night? And if you feel like that was a trigger, let me show you what the IRS considers to be support. This is a worksheet. Worksheet 3-1, the worksheet for determining support. Okay? Now, amongst considering the support that child provides for themselves, they also have a section about expenses for the household. That is the part y'all like to talk about a lot. For where that child lives. Rent is considered a part of those expenses. So are utilities, heat, light, water, whatever is not included in 6A and 6B, that's also included in this calculation. I'm not trying to be funny, but y'all love to say that's not what the money's for. The IRS says it is. And then let's get into the expenses for this person. That's going to include clothes, education, medical and dental expenses, travel and recreation expenses, and any other personal expenses. So if you one of my good friends who send his couple of dollars and say, that's it, I ain't doing no Christmas and no birthday gifts, use the child support money, do you really think you're going to come up to be more than and I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm trying to help you with your argument, because this is how you're going to have to argue that. Okay? We stop being mad for a minute. We might be able to pick up some sauce. Now, I know you don't like that, but don't argue with me. Go argue in court. I just want to present you with the facts. And y'all still haven't provided me a source, because if it's real, it's real. But I have seen no evidence.
The people at the child support office called me and asked me to deliver a message. I agree, but I got to paraphrase it because all what they had was too long. The people said, do not call them tomorrow. They said the information that you're going around sharing, spreading, talking about, call your mama, talking about,
if you were on child support that you're going to be able to claim your kids on your taxes this year, they said that that's false. They said it is fake news. They said that man done did a lot and said a lot, but he didn't do or say that. He didn't do or say that. They said, so pipe down. They said, so simmer down. And while you're simmering down, don't call them tomorrow. They said, don't call them none this week. As a matter of fact, don't call them this month. Don't call them during the whole tax season because you're going to get the same answer. They also wanted me to let you know that every year when it's tax time, y'all come up with something new. They said, stop. Just stop it. That's what they told me to say. I made it quick for y'all. Under 2 minutes, I made it quick. If it won't for you, keep scrolling. If I was talking in circles to you, you could just log off. If it won't fast enough, you can hit that button right there and fast forward it. You ain't got to comment nothing negative down below. You can keep scrolling if it ain't for you. Because remember, your girl always got time. All right, y'all enjoy y'all night. And don't go calling them people tomorrow. Let them people work. They said they got piles of stuff to do talking to you. Because they said you already in arrears.
Bitch, you out of order.